What's going on? In today's video, we're going to reveal the real reason why you're not building muscle as a basketball player. Hands down, this is the most common question I get asked about, and it's the most common frustration I hear as a nutrition coach for basketball players. How do I put on muscle? I've been trying, but my metabolism is too fast. I just can't do it. My genetics won't let me. What is going on? How can I build muscle? Because you want to get stronger on the court. You want to be able to physically hold your own, especially as you rise up through the levels of high school, college, professional basketball. You got to be able to physically hold your own on the court. You don't need to be bodybuilder jacked, and you shouldn't be, to be honest, but having a nice bit of lean muscle mass will help you on the basketball court. So what we're going to do today is go through 3 really common myths that basketball players think are the reasons why they can't build muscle mass, and reveal to you the real reason why you can't build muscle. You think you can't build muscle, and it's actually super simple. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. The first really common complaint or myth, or just, I don't even know what to call it, that I hear is my metabolism is too fast. And that's the reason why I can't build muscle. And that's simply not true. As a basketball player, you might have a fast metabolism. You are burning a lot of calories between skill workouts, practice, weight room, extra conditioning work that you're doing, games, all the things you have going on. Not to mention you tend to be taller and lankier. It's bigger overall. Even if you're not super muscular, you are taller, so you weigh more. That itself will lend to an increased expenditure in calories. And that is why you feel like your metabolism is fast, because it is pretty fast. You are burning a lot of calories. But that's not the reason why you're not building muscle. That's not what's to blame. It makes it a little bit more difficult, but by no means does it make it impossible. It is by no means a muscle building death sentence. You need to get that into your mind, because once you accept that, oh man, my metabolism is too fast, I can't do anything about it, then you're not going to do anything about it. But if you can acknowledge that, okay, I burn quite a bit of calories, I'm very active, I'm a basketball player, it's just how it is, but I can get around that. I can eat more calories than I'm burning. In the sneak peek as to what the solution is, but you can get around it. So don't let your fast metabolism deter you from trying to put on quality muscle mass that's going to help you on the basketball court. And the second myth I hear all the time is that I'm a basketball player. I'm just meant to be skinny. It's my genetics, and I might as well not even try to put on muscle. And while it is true that basketball players are notoriously a little bit taller, a little bit lankier, skinnier, and struggle with this stuff, and it may be genetic in part, it's again by no means a muscle building death sentence. And when you take that mentality of, oh man, woe is me, my genetics just won't allow it, you're not going to make it happen. And of course, like I said, you don't need to be bodybuilder jacked. That should not be your goal. If you're walking around like a bodybuilder or a powerlifter on the basketball court, you're not going to perform to the best of your abilities. So again, don't think you need to put on that much muscle, but you can 100% do it. Your genetics will not limit you. Get out of that mentality. The third myth around basketball muscle gain, before we get into the actual reason, is you just think you need to be putting on more muscle than you actually do. So one of the most common questions I get asked in my DMs on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, by the way, follow me on all those if you haven't already. One of the most common questions or concerns I get asked about is, dude, I want to put on 25 pounds of muscle this offseason. Dude, I need to put on 30 pounds. I need to put on 15 pounds, even 10 pounds. 10 pounds is a little bit more doable, but like 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, so on and so forth. Sounds like an auction. You think you need to be putting on that much muscle, when in reality you don't. Because like I said, if you put on a bunch of weight like that, you're going to be in a position where you're slower, you're lethargic, and it's not actually going to help you on the basketball court. So for all you know, you might be progressing pretty well, and you just don't even realize it because you're stressing so much that it's not happening fast enough. The truth is that muscle gain is a slow process, so don't let that get to you. Stay patient with it, and you might actually be seeing progress. By the way, if you want to learn how to track progress, I have a video on that, so I'll put that up here somewhere on the screen. It'll pop up, click on that, and you can get the spreadsheets with my clients, all that good stuff. And then before we get into the actual reason, make sure you hit the like button on this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm posting new videos twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, going over a ton of free nutrition tips for you. Now, getting into the truth, what is the real reason behind your muscle building struggles? Is it your metabolism? Is it your genetics? Is it just that you're rushing the process? What is going on here? The truth is that you're not eating enough calories. That's it. You're not in a calorie surplus. You don't know how many times I look at basketball players' diets and they send me pictures of their food, even guys that are D1 recruits, like really high level guys. I can't name drop them right now, but like they're super high level. College guys, pro guys, they send me pictures of their food and they're eating the amount of calories that a teenage girl would need. No wonder why you're not building muscle. No wonder why you're stuck. You're not eating enough food. To build muscle effectively, you need to be in a calorie surplus. You need to be eating more calories than you're burning, because when you're eating more calories than you're burning, you have energy, you have the raw materials left over to actually build. When you're in a deficit, when you're not eating enough food, your body needs to tap into its stored resources. It's not gonna build extra muscle tissue. Muscle is not advantageous from a survival perspective. It's very metabolically expensive. Why would your body build extra muscle when it doesn't have enough calories coming in the first place? And of course, there's other factors that go into it, like what does your training look like? What do your macros look like? What does everything else look like in your nutrition plan, your sleep? There's a bunch of other factors, but the fundamental principle that drives all muscle growth is a calorie surplus. If you're not in a calorie surplus, you're not gonna build muscle. By the way, if you wanna learn how to build a muscle building nutrition plan for basketball players, literally step by step, start to finish, the same way I do with my pro athletes, with my college guys, with my high level D1 recruits, I'm gonna toss up a series on the screen right now. I recorded, I think it was like a month ago or so, but it's gonna take you literally step by step through the entire process. Go ahead and click on that, give that a watch, and that should help you out a ton, help you get around this issue. And as always, drop a like on this video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.